This is your girl Kiba right here in Kiba's Place. Thanks for joining me for another great video. Today we're dealing with Christmas. We're still in Christmas all month long. It's all things Christmas. Trini Christmas, that's it. So I have a few things I want to show you. We're going to make black cake, and you know, everybody makes black cake, but not everybody makes black cake like Kiba. So I'm going to show you some stuff about the fruits. I have a couple. We have a pound of everything. Golden raisins, regular black raisins, currants, and prunes. Yep, there's a couple things you're gonna need. I mean, eggs, butter, you name it, those things go in cake. Yeah, but let's see something different. I'll check you right here in a few minutes. Let me get washed up, let me get prepped up, and we'll be right back. Alright, so one of the first things that I want you guys to see is that I took the liberty of washing all the fruits that I'm using today. Sometimes I use cherries in there. I definitely use cherries in there, and cranberries, but today I'm just going to keep it basic, and you're going to see how I do this. So this is 4 pounds of fruit, and I put this in the blender. So we have a blender right here, and we're going to stock it with some fruits. So one of the things that I don't like is mixed peel. I do not put mixed peel in cake. You would never find that out of my cakes. My cakes are very, very rich. And one of the things that give it its richness is Malta. So Malta is my secret ingredient. So most people, they will blend their fruits with water. I like that malt taste. I learned that from my grandmother. You can thank my grandmother for that. My grandmother didn't do any kind of alcohol. So she taught us to make cake with Malta, and so I've kept that, as well as I have learned my own new things and old things. So this is something old that I grew up doing, and I just continue to do it. And so I blend my fruit with Malta. All right, so I'm gonna grind up a set. I got some baby Maltas today, but normally I have the full one, and I'm just gonna let that go. Alright guys, so yeah, that is let's look at the texture of that. So it depends on what I want. I don't like it grind all the way. I like it a little bit chunky. Alright guys, so all this is in here. We have a pot of good stuff, and I'm gonna put this on. When it comes to a boil, we add all the great stuff in it, the wine and some alcohol, and we let this marry for like 8 months. So I have a bucket in the back that's been marinating since about January, yeah, before COVID. So I have fruit soaking that's been there since before COVID. So this should be done. For people who making cake now, I mean, you have no choice. This is the fastest method. Alright, so let's work on some cake. Alright, so I'm hearing everything bubbling over here, and I believe it's coming to a slow boil. And this is where I add sherry wine. This is a little batch. So I have, that's probably, I'm gonna use about half the bottle. Well, this is a little bit of fruits, to be honest. Something in the fruits. Yeah. And old oak, whatever you have, because this is just to preserve the fruits, and it'll go into the new bucket. And So you want everything with enough liquid so the fruit can suck up the liquid. And when it's done, if you're going to do this for months and months, you bring the fruits to a boil, then you pour the liquid in and you cover it down and leave it for how many months. If you're going to use this fruit right away, say like today, this week, you let everything bubble together for a little bit. So you just want to come to a boil and you turn it off. So I'm going to start by I'm going to make half pound cake today. So this is half my recipe. I normally make a pound, but it's early yet, and while I have orders, I just want 2 cakes today. And you're gonna get 2 8-ounce cake. Yes, you're gonna get 2 8-ounce cakes today. So yeah, you got 2 sticks of butter, half pound, and you have 1.5 cups of brown sugar. And yeah, I like to put them in together and let them go. You want that to get as soft as possible on high. Alright, so this bad boy has come to a boil, and I'm going to take it off of the fire now. Okay, I'm going to just set it right to the back, and then we're going to continue with our cake that's mixing up right here. I'm going to add the eggs one at a time so that it helps the beating of the butter and sugar, and it'll go faster, and that'll be fun. So you're gonna need 4 eggs for this recipe. Yes, just 4. Go ahead, separate eggs one at a time. You're gonna need a little lemon juice to cut that fresh. You can beat eggs separately, or you can throw it in there and let the mixer work it out for you. Alright, so I have an egg that I don't like the way it looks. I'm just going to take that out of there. I don't like the way the yolk looks in that one. You need 4 eggs. I don't think having extra egg is bad. Having extra egg in cake is actually a good thing. Alright, and then you turn it up and let it work. So I think that's all good and ready to go. And I have a super big cake bowl that I always make cake in. Yeah, it's not my famous blue bowl, it is my cake bowl. And so when the sugar and the fat is melted, or almost, you can transfer it into a mixing bowl. Alright, so the butter is in here, and it's butter and sugar and eggs if you're just joining us. And what we do is we do this in 3 portions. We fold in. It's the fold in method. The fold in method. Yeah. So you're gonna put. Always start with flour first. You're gonna need one of these. This is my measuring cups. This is 4 cups of. This carries 4 cups of fruit. So this is what I measure with. I have a bucket next to me. I know you can't see that, but I have a bucket of fruits next to me. And yeah, if you don't have an enamel cup, which almost every Trinidadian have in the house, if you do have an enamel cup in your house, well, maybe you're not Trinidadian, you're just disguising yourself saying you're Trinidadian. But yeah, you can go ahead and use one of these. It's also 4 cups. You can buy them at the dollar store. You can buy them anywhere. Walmart, you name it, you can get one of those quart cups. But I like the enamel cup because it's heavy and it can hold that amount of fruit. So that's my measuring. Yes. Oh, I made a boo-boo. And yes, I'm gonna rest this down somewhere. Yes. So there you have it. That is my measurement. And so when I fold in first batch of flour, then I pour about half of it in there. Remember, this measurement is half a pound of cake, and it's going to give me 2 45-inch cakes. All right, this is my first cake of the season, and this is my special ingredient. This is my liquid. I don't know what other people mix their cake with, but this is Kiba's liquid. The fizz from the malt is going to give your cake such lightness. All right. Yes. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? And you go in with some flour. You mix that up. Combine flour. Combine. And you want to fold in. Take your time. You want to add lots of layers to your cake, and then you put the rest of the fruits in. Don't be scared. See how gooey those fruits look, guys? Yes, those fruits has been soaking for 8 months. Yes. My niece came over and she helped me clean it up, wash it up, and soak it up. So yes, you want to put a whole one of these. This is about 7 ounce. Probably need about 8 ounce. I normally use the big one. So go ahead and add the rest of your flour. This is 3 cups of flour to the half pound. All right. Yes, my cake will not be like your mother's cake. Your mother's cake will not be like my cake. Neither your grandmother's cake will be like my cake. Yes, that is understood. I ain't mad at you. All right, you want to go in and sprinkle a little bit of salt. You want just a teaspoon, half a teaspoon if so much, just a little, just to bring out flavors. Yes, you must be thinking, what's salt doing in cake? Yeah, and you want a tablespoon of baking powder. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Just that's it. Baking powder, not baking soda. A splash of cinnamon. And that's it. Alright. So it's all in there. So remember, my fruits has been soaked with all the good stuff. All the wine. And yes, don't forget, it's a black cake you're making. So nobody has time to be making browning on the stove. I buy browning, straight out the store. And I make my cake as dark as I choose to. You can go ahead and make your cake as dark as you choose. But yes, we are making black cake. Whatever you choose, however you like it, you make it. And yes, every good kid likes to sample the batter. So for me, I also like to sample the batter. Love that batter. Yes, you can get a scale and you can weigh out each cake, or if you're technical, or you can weigh it. I kind of weigh out cakes if I have to give the same person the same cake. I make sure everything is the same size. Consistency matters in every way. Okay guys, so there you have it. 2 black cake getting ready to go in the oven. My oven is set at 300 degrees, and I like to put a tray of water just to make sure my cake stays nice and moist. And yeah, so 300 degrees on the top shelf. And like I told you, this is the only time you're gonna see me eating the batter like a doggone little child. Yes. Okay guys, I'm gonna put that in. This is just to take out any excess air bubbles. Grandma did that, and Kiba does it too. Yeah, can't help it. But yeah, this is going in now at 300 degrees. Alright, so my cake has been in the oven for 1 hour and 45 minutes. I normally do 2 hours. That's 1, and that's 2. Yeah, if you leave your cake in too long, and there we go, that's how you know it's done. You see that guys, it's smooth. If you want your cake a little bit moist, you can have just a little bit sticky on it, but that's it. Cakes are done. And you press and they come back up really, really spongy. But I'm just gonna let it sit before I take it out of. But there we go, that's my black cake. What I do when they come out, I give them a few minutes, and then I pour sherry wine brandy on it. For those who like a lot, you can pour a lot, but I'm gonna let it sit here for a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and pour some sherry on. So yeah, Vanessa's about to taste the cake. It's sad. Guys, let the cake sit though. Don't eat hot cake. Do not eat hot cake.
But I had to wait. How long we had to wait?
Like 2 hours to let the cake cool, but I'm gonna jump in and get a piece of that.
It's worth the wait, guys.
It's so good.
It's moist and nice.
Yeah.
Not too strong. But good.
Great.
Really good.
Really, really moist. Guys, I'll tell you a trick. Do not put your cake inside of the fridge. Leave it out. Black cake can stay out for months and months. Once you pour wine on it, it can stay out. It loses its texture when you put it in the fridge. You want your cake nice and moist? Leave it outside. Put it in a tin, cover it down.
It wouldn't get spoiled?
Nope. The wine keeps it. Remember, those fruits been in that bucket for months and months. I've had those fruits in.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Vanessa, I really thank you for being here with me. I really enjoyed you being here.
I enjoyed
share all those Christmas moments, guys. See you next time right here in Kiba's Place. Like, subscribe, tell a friend.